Do a flip bet. I'm gonna wear this right now. This is my shirt. You know what? I'm buddy ready. Right now? Right now? Yeah, let's get it. I'm gonna put this right here for now. Let's get it. Yeah. Come on, hype. I ain't no monster, but I am vicious. I ain't no monster, but I am vicious, yeah. You cannot mess with the kid when he feeling ambitious, yeah. I ain't no monster, but I am vicious. I ain't no monster, but I am vicious, yeah. I ain't no monster. What's up? Welcome. Yeah. Okay. Running to the top like a treadmill. Hungry for the game like I ain't had a meal. Can't kill me even if they had a will. If they move in, just tell them be still. Can't stop me like I'm Minnie, yo. Not a murderer, but I got a killer flow. Off the bad boy like I'm Alonzo. Making me dizzy like vertigo. And I'm trying to go get what I want. No shotgun, but I'm always in front. And I'm reaching people like a disease. I was a champion, always get the cheese. And I got more ice than Mr. Freeze. Sit to my dogs like it's a pack of fleas. And with me like it's a free. And they hate greatness like a Pharisee. Waiting. Yeah, they keep on watching me, and I see them far away. Yeah, they keep on calling me, trying to see my demise, but that's something you won't see. But we cooking in the kitchen, you can't have the recipe. I ain't no monster, but I am ambitious, yeah. I ain't no monster, but I am ambitious. Go. You cannot mess with the kid when he's feeling ambitious, yeah. I ain't no monster, but I am, yeah. I ain't no, yeah. I know, yeah, let's get it. You cannot mess with a kid when he's feeling ambitious. I know, let's get hype. I'm ambitious and I'm motivated. Always ready, never hesitated. Look at my past since he devastated. Learn from me and be educated. I woke up getting out the bed, already feeling way ahead. Looked in the mirror seeing black, but at the same time I'm seeing red. They judging me like I'm in court. Work fire like it's the fourth. If you hear me say I'm heading south, best to believe you should be heading north. Now I'm about to blast off, boy, blast off like I'm neutron. They say they get inbred, nah, it's the size of croutons. Yo, let the throne, I feel like the seat miss me. People stab me right in the back, yeah, let's go. Now they hitting up my phone, trying to get a feature. Classes in session, you the student, boy, I'm the teacher. I'm the monster, I ain't no monster, but I am vicious. I ain't no monster, but I am vicious, yeah. You cannot mess with a kid when he feeling ambitious, yeah. I ain't no monster, but I am ambitious, yeah. I ain't no monster, but I am ambitious, yeah. I ain't no monster, yeah. You cannot mess with a kid when he's feeling ambitious, yeah. I ain't no monster, but I am. Woo! Let's get hype in here, yeah. Let's get it.
How y'all doing tonight? Yeah.
Sure. Let's go. Here we go, guys. Anything excited right here? We got that. Okay, this side is bump. Okay, let's try this again. Y'all excited? We just got that.
Wait. That was all right. That was okay. That was straight. Like you know the juice that's at the bottom of the bag of the trash can? That's what it sounded like. I'm just calling them out. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like South Grand Prairie's record. That's what it sounded like.
You know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say, "Do you smell?" And then he's like,
Yeah, basically. So let's try it again. You want to do that side? I'll do this side. Okay, all right. What do we usually say?
I say yeah.
And I say, whoa, yeet. Nah, I forgot what I said. What do I say? Nah, can I get a, I don't even know what it is. Let's change it up. Yeet. Ooh. Hey, let me get it. Ooh. There's no baby over here.
I don't like ooh. Move. Hey, let me get a move. Move. We're trying different things over here. Yeah. We're not doing no army thing over here. It's Navy.
You know what I want to do?
What?
Hey, wait, we're going to pause this. I need you to go to YouTube today, and I need you to type in, Baby Shark.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we're doing this. We are doing this. Are you ready?
Hey, I need the lights on. Hey, look, lights on. Yeah. Hey, I want to. Nobody sit down. Nobody sitting down. Nobody sit down. Stand up real quick. All right. Hey, we better kill it. Don't kill my mic. Baby shark. Baby shark. That's when you know you're getting old. Hold up. Hey, time out. Time out. Cat just had her first old person moment. She just asked, what is this? No, we didn't. Did we? I don't remember. Let's go. Y'all getting old. Just put Baby Shark.
Ping pong.
Yeah, this is it.
Ping pong.
Misfits. Yeah, right there. I don't see you doing
Mommy shark do 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 do. Mommy shark do 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 do. Mommy shark do 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 do. Mommy shark.
Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark.
Grandma shark do 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 do. Grandma shark do 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 do. Grandma shark do 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 do. Grandma shark.
Y'all better kill it.
Grandpa shark do 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 do. Grandpa shark do 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 do. Grandpa shark do 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 do. Grandpa shark. Let's go hunt do 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 do. Let's go hunt do 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 do. Let's go hunt do 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 do. Let's go hunt.
Run away do 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 do. Run away do 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 do. Run away do 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 do. Run away. Safe at last do 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 do. Safe at last do 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 do. Safe at last do 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 do. Safe at last. It's the end do 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 do. It's the end do 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 do. It's the end do 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 do. It's the end. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do.
Ricardo said he was raised on the, was it Johnny No Papa? Johnny No Papa. Telling lies, no papa. Going to hype. Yes, papa. I know, but it's just funny. Look how long it is.
Who's ready for Johnny, yes, Papa?
Why are we doing this?
eating sugar.
Nope.
Yeah, it is that one. It's Choo Choo TV. It's Choo Choo TV. Yes, it is. The third one.
Smallfoot?
I think he wants me to go with him.
They're monsters.
No, they think we're monsters.
I hope so.
He's so beautiful.
Hey, y'all better get up.
Rated PG.
Get up. Not y'all. Y'all old.
Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar? No, Papa. Telling lies? No, Papa. Open your mouth? Ha ha ha.
Hey, we're winning. I'm just letting y'all know. This is the one Ricardo. This is the one y'all grew up on.
Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar? No, Papa. Telling lies? No, Papa. Open your mouth? Ha ha ha.
Alright, that's weird. I can't do this anymore.
Here we go. So, we're gonna jump straight into worship. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let Caroline come up here real quick. Check it out.
Come here, bring it up.
Come on.
Bring it in nice and tight.
Alright, check it out. Alright, so check it out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a song. What's the first song?
No, stop playing the intro. What's your first song? Okay, start playing so I can get them. Fast song or free slow? Perfect. Okay.
Tacos.
Stop.
We got tacos. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, let's get started.
You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. Unmatched in all your ways. Forever, forevermore. You are victorious. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. Our banner high, we lift the name of Jesus. From age to age you reign, your kingdom has no end. We lift our banner high, we lift the name of Jesus. From age to age you reign, your kingdom has no end. You are the only forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious.
Lord Jesus, we just thank you so much for all that you've given and done for us, Lord God. I just pray that, God, that you just meet us exactly where we are tonight, Lord Jesus. That in your peace, that we will be still, Lord God. That, Lord Jesus, regardless what's going on in our lives, Lord Jesus, that we can just look to you and trust in you, Lord Jesus. That, God, that you will just come to us, Lord Jesus, and just be with us right now in your holy place, in your holy light, Lord God. That, Lord Jesus, you just come and just have your way right now, Lord Jesus. Precious we pray.
I don't wanna be afraid every time I face the waves. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna fear the storm just because I hear it roar. I don't wanna fear the storm. I don't wanna fear the storm. Peace, be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Peace, peace over me. Yeah. Peace, peace over me. I don't wanna be afraid, 'cause these waves are only waves. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna fear the storm. You are greater than its roar. I don't wanna fear the storms. I don't wanna fear at all. Oh, peace, be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Peace, peace over me. Yeah. Peace, peace over me. On this next part of the song, it says, let faith rise up, oh heart believe, let faith rise up in me. And I believe that God is wanting us to look at things from a new perspective. That God is wanting us to see things not as issues coming our way, not as things that are going to break us down, but He wants us to see them as things that are going to build our faith up, as things that are going to change us, things that are going to make us new people. Luke chapter 10 verse 19 says that we have spiritual authority over our snakes and our serpents. It says we have authority over everything that the enemy has in store for us. And it says that the enemy cannot give us no type of harm. So what does that mean? That means that your faith needs to rise up in situations, that your faith doesn't need to crumble down in your situations. Your faith needs to take step by step. Every single time you face a situation, that every single time you will say, God, I am not scared of what the devil has in store for me. God, I am not scared of the devil's plans, because your plans are greater and your plans are in me. So as we sing this next part of the song, I want you to say with faith, let faith rise up. Oh heart, believe, faith rise up in me. And I want you to mean it. And I want you to send praises up to God, because He is good and He has given you that authority over your situations. Let faith rise up. Oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Peace be still. Say the word and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Oh, peace be still. You are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that peace over me. Yeah. Peace over me. Yeah.
Sing that one more time. Oh, peace be still.
Say the word and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace be still. You are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Peace, peace over me. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus at the center of it all. Jesus at the center of it all. From beginning to the end, He will always be. It's always been you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Everybody sing Jesus at the center of it all. Oh, Jesus at the center of it all. From beginning to the end, He will always be. It's always been you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, and nothing else matters. Oh, nothing in this world will do. Oh, Jesus, you're the center. Oh, everything revolves around you, Jesus. You. church. Oh, Jesus, be the center of your church. And every knee will bow, every tongue shall confess you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. There's power in your name, Jesus. My healing's in the name. Oh, salvation in the name of Jesus. Oh, my heart to the heavens. Jesus, be the center. All about you. Yes, it's all about you. Oh, from my heart to the heavens. Jesus, be the center. All about you. Yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens. Jesus, be the center. It's all about you. Yes, it's all about you. From my heart. Oh, Jesus, be the center. It's oh, yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens. Oh, Jesus, be the center. It's all about you. Yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens. Jesus, be the center. All about you. From my heart to the heavens. Oh, Jesus, be the center. All about you. Yes, it's all about From my heart to the heavens, Jesus, be the center. It's all about you. Yes, it's from my heart to the heavens. Jesus, be the center. All about you. Yes, it's all about you.
a problem, those that are coming out of a problem, and those that are about to go into a problem. Which means life is full of stuff. It's full of problems. There's highs, there's lows. No matter what your problem is, He's the solution. Let's sing this one more time tonight. And I want you to sing it with everything inside of you, young people. Because you're worshiping the one that can bring you through it. The one that you're praising because you are now through it. Because the God who literally said, I love you so much, I'm going to send my son to die for you. No problem is too big. Whatever it is, give it to him tonight. Sing it, young people. Before you just completely shift, it's going to get real tonight. I'm going to ask you to do stuff tonight. I'm going to challenge you tonight. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you've been through. I can tell you though, life is full of highs and lows and everything in between. Pastor just preached on this on Sunday. But listen, you can't be the Lone Ranger. You can't do life alone. You can't do this on your own. You can't succeed on your own. Some of you are like, oh, that's not true. Michael Jordan did it. No, Michael Jordan had some of the best players around him. Didn't know he had Tonto. No one succeeds alone. With the lights on, I want you to look around. Turn the lights on. I want you guys to look around. Some of y'all are looking around like, what? What happened to you? Listen, worship happened, okay? Look around. You're not alone. You're in this together. Everybody say together. Look to your neighbor and say, we in this together. Look to your other neighbor and say, oh yeah, we in this together. Listen, I have one request tonight. One request. Everybody say, what's that, Pastor James? I'm going to ask that you sit with no chairs or gaps between each other. I want every row, those are purpose to this. I want every row, everybody, side by side, all the way back. I want to fill up one section and then go to the next. Grab your stuff and pop a squat. I want every seat, no gaps. Listen, my leaders, all leaders, if you see gaps, I want you to ask students that are sitting with gaps around them to move to spaces where there is no gaps. Tonight, I want no gaps. If you're a visitor tonight, I'm not going to ask you to raise your hands. I know the new faces, but I want to tell you guys, tonight, it's not about me. It's about you. It is about you feeling at home. It is about us feeling together. All right, I got a seat right there. I got a seat over here. I got a seat back there. I got 2 seats right there. I got 2 people right there. I need seats up there. Leaders, I want all leaders sitting behind the students, filling in every seat. Okay, we got every seat. I got a seat next to Megan. Nick, fill that seat in next to Megan. Oh, looks like, Audrey's going to beat you to it. Oh, dang. We got a seat over here. We got 2 seats right there. Okay. Leaders, I want you to fill in next to the students. There's 2 students over here. Fill in that row over there. I want to make sure that there is no empty seats. Now listen. Everybody that has a phone, say, I got a phone. Okay. If you have a phone, pull it out. I'm going to ask you to do something right now. Tommy, can you get me a table, that table? I need you to put that out front. I need you to put this right here along that table. I need like 2 or 3 tables, actually. 2 or 3 tables. One uno momentos. I'll be right back. Pull your phone out, and I want you to go to, whether it's Snapchat, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook. Listen, I want 3 tables, okay? Listen, here we go. I don't want to be here all night, but listen. If you're on all the social medias, whether you're on Facebook, Instapic, or Facebook, it is at Hype Students. If you're on Twitter, it's at Hype Students GP. Go there now, like those pages, all of them right now, because I'm going to give you announcements through there, but then I'm going to have you do something else with your phone, okay? Just give me 1 second. Wait. Do I have a volunteer? Okay, shh. Wait. Okay, listen. I need a volunteer. Okay, listen. Shh. Listen. No, Nick, I'm not shooting you. I got another tag. Okay, I need to know who I can shoot right now. Listen. I need to know. Listen. I'm going to shoot. Look. This is a Tippmann A5. It's got a semi and a full. Semi-automatic and full. Listen. I need to know who I can shoot close range to prove a point. This is going to leave a bruise. It may break skin. Do I have a student? Reagan, come on down. Come on, Reagan. All right, I won't shoot Reagan. I need a guy. I need the strongest, baddest dude in here. Who's the biggest, baddest dude in here? Eli, come here. I know, but you're my nephew. I can't get in trouble for shooting you. Eli, stand up. You're wasting time. I'll shoot you in your chair. I will shoot you straight in your chair. Come stand right here. This is safe, I promise. The package says safe for 13 and up. Okay, who do I have? I need a man. Isaac, you're my nephew. Come stand over here. Okay, listen. Shh. Okay, I'm not shooting a girl. All right. Because the package doesn't say safe for girls. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come, you raised your hand. Come here. All right. I need a little help. Hang on. Just wait. Just wait. Now that this one's loaded. Okay, wait. Just wait. Hey, Tommy, come here. Hold my mic. Hurry. Come here. You stay right there. On Wednesday, if you come early, listen, on Wednesday, if you come early, I need a misfit. Can I have a guy? Come here, Gibby.
Hi.
Come here. Oh, yeah, you raised your hand. I'm shooting you. Okay, you stand right there. Which gun do you want to get shot with? The handgun or this gun? I'll just choose. You stand here, you stand there. Listen, on Wednesday, if you come early this Wednesday, listen, shh. No, it's this Wednesday coming up. Not today, the next Wednesday. No. This Wednesday coming up. Listen, Linda, I'll shoot you too. All right. Okay, listen, next Wednesday, okay? You're welcome. Next Wednesday, we will be bashing the car at 6:30 p.m. We will be bashing the car at 6:30 p.m. If you come early, you will be able to start shooting the snot out of the cars. I've got 1,000 paintballs per car. The car that has the most paint on it is going to get to go first. Now, let me show you how much fun a paintball gun is. You stand right there. I'll shoot you right there. Right there. Now, listen. Close your eyes. Both of you, close your eyes. Close your eyes. I said close your eyes. Okay, we ready? They just gave me consent to shoot them. Now listen. Shh. Listen. Close your eyes. Fire, hang on. Hang on, here we go. Did you really think I'm going to shoot them close? Heck no! But you know what? We will shoot paintball guns next Wednesday. Come early and come shoot the gun. Does that sound like fun? I've got loads of paintballs. Here we go. All right, listen. Shh. I'll shoot you. I'll put some in. All right. Here we go. Shh. Tonight, it is commitment day. Tommy, I need 15 height pens. They need to be height pens. Right here. That is not a height pen, sir. Yes. What's your attention? All right, shh, here we go. Here we go, listen, shh. All eyes on me, hype on 3, 1, 2, 3. Tonight, I'm gonna fly through this. It is 8:17. I need your undivided attention and we will get down to the nitty gritty and get out of here. Sound good? Everybody say back to school together. Now look at your neighbor and say, I'm going back to school with you. All right, listen. Put them all along here. Tonight, I want to share with you guys. I'm going to cut some things, okay? Shh. I can't preach if you're talking, so I'll wait. Now that I have your attention, if you don't talk, Isaac, if you don't talk, stole your glasses. If you don't talk, I'll get through. If you talk, I'll delay. Sound good? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 3 quick points tonight. If I say quick, yeah, right. No, listen. 3 quick points. 3 keys to school this year. Who wants to know the 3 keys to school this year? Do you know why I use the word key? Listen, let me explain something to you. If you come to my house, you can't get in unless you have the key to my house. If I own that house and I make the payments on that house and I built that house and I don't have a key to it, I can't get in my house. You still can't get in without damaging your house. What good is it in life to do something and just damage your way through it? Let me explain how this works. You ready? Listen closely. If you understand what I'm about to say, you will go farther in life because you grasp the severity of this statement. Listen and listen good, okay? You will either get through life or you will go through life. You're either gonna get through it, like, oh my gosh, I'm getting through the day. You're gonna be one of those people that if I make this, then I'll get that. And if I can do this, then I'll do this. And if I can do that, then I'll do this. Those people get through life. If I can just get an A, then my parents will be happy with me. If I can just pass, then my parents will be happy. If I can just get a 60, I can get my license. Oh, it's true. If you could barely pass and get a license, that doesn't mean you're a good driver. You're the reason that insurance rates are through the roof because you just got through the course. Then there are people that go through life and succeed. There are people that understand it's not the if-then mentality, it's the I'm going to do this so I can do this. It's not I'm going to go lease a car so people will think I'm rich. No, it's I'm going to pay cash for a car so that I know I'm successful. No. Dave Ramsey is. Listen, what I want you to understand, there's 2 types of people and there's 2 types of ways to get through life. You can get through it or you can go through it. I'd rather go through it than get through it. Wouldn't you? Have you ever been told we got to go to a school play and it's your little brother or sisters and you're like, if I can just get through this play. Okay, well, everybody else that does gets it. Now listen, 3 keys. I'm going to give you 3 keys to success for this school year. You ready? Key number 1, remember what we have learned. What have we learned? I just did a 3-week series on life. 7 habits of a highly unsuccessful person. Remember all those unhealthy habits? Remember how we talked about the way that you prepare and you plan? It's not a matter of if you fail, it's when you fail. But that's not a failure if you fail, you're a failure if you quit. Remember all these things that we talked about over the last few weeks. I want you to understand something. You need to remember what you've learned and what you've learned here at Height. Because if you remember what you've learned, you have practical, you have practical wisdom and you can have practical application that will get you practically through life. You see that practical and the practically work together because just because you know it doesn't mean you'll get somewhere. Let me explain something to you. What I learned at an early age in ministry, I went through 5 years of Bible college and I didn't want to be at any of them. What? Did you know that I didn't want to be here? Do you know that I quit ministry? Do you know that 7 years ago, 6.5, almost 7 years ago, I literally quit a full-time job and said, I'm done. I didn't have a place of employment. I had a mortgage, I had a car, I had a wife, I had a kid, and I quit my ministry job. I walked into the pastor's office and I said, deuces, I'm out. It was actually more like, I don't like you, I really don't like you, and I don't like you or the way you do things, so I'm out. It's kind of how it went. Then I realized I don't like you, 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 I don't like you. And because of all of you, I don't like me. I'll see y'all later. Listen, I'm the guy that got a big, bold, black Sharpie marker. I quit on my boss's car. I'm kidding, listen. I quit ministry. I was done with that. I didn't want to be in ministry no more. I didn't want to be a pastor. Did you know that? See, I had a choice. Do I get through this or do I go through this? Listen, quit ministry. I wasn't supposed to be here. I literally didn't even know I was hired here. Yo dad accepted the position for me. Didn't even call a brother. Literally, he's my brother and didn't call me. He accepted the position for me. I get a phone call that says, James, you're going to start this Sunday at Abundant Life Church. You need to be there 2 hours before service, and you need to be wearing a suit and tie, and you're going to sit on the left section with the youth. Excuse me, come again? Excuse me? Right? Listen, let me tell you what I didn't do. I didn't hang up on him. I was actually confused. I said, that's real funny. Joke's on you, because I'm not going there. No, really, you start. You've accepted the position. Your name is James Edward Weiss. This says that you accepted the position. I said, you're mistaken. That should say Josh Weiss, because he accepted the position. Hope he can wear a couple hats. I was only supposed to be here for 6 weeks and then leave, because I was done with ministry. Now, let me explain something to you. Like I said up there, you're either going through a problem, coming through a problem, or about to go through a problem. It's how you go through it, not how you get through it. I need you to understand these 3 keys to success. Number 1, remember what you learned. What I was able to go through and endure was the things that I learned through the process that made me who I am today. Do you want to be someone special? Do you want to be someone significant? Do you want to be someone that God has called and has chosen you? Or do you want to be someone who has potential and never reached that potential? See, the difference between making it to the top, whatever that top is, for me, youth ministry is the top. I've made it to the top. I love what I do. I'm not defined by me selling lockers. I'm defined by me being a youth pastor. Whoa. Whoa. Listen, just because you're called doesn't mean you're chosen. But everybody's called. Many are called, few are chosen. But more than that, just because you're called to be successful doesn't mean you're entitled to it. It doesn't just happen. So number 1, remember what you learned. The reason you go through different tests in life is because you need to learn what it takes to pass that test. And if you never learn it, that's why you keep going through the same thing. Like if your mom still fights you about brushing your tooth, that's a problem. The difference is that's an easy problem to fix. You know how you fix it? You brush the tooth. Oh, snap, that's an easy thing to learn. But the reason your mom is always mad at you is because you haven't learned the way you talk to her affects the way she talks to you, or vice versa. You got to learn to get through the situation so that you can go through it with success. Now listen, that's number 1. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16 says, give your complete attention to these matters. Throw yourself into your tasks so that everyone will see your progress. Keep a close watch on your life and your teaching. Stay true to what is right, and God will save you and those who hear you. If you want to go through life and be successful, remember what you learned. Remember what the scripture teaches. If you're not reading your Bible, read it. If you're not in it every day, shame on you. There's apps that read it to you. I get on the Bible.is. You can get on the Bible app. What is that? YouVersion app. It's free. It'll literally read it to you. There's the NIV, there's the New Living Translation, there's the King James Version, there's the Message Version, and each of them have their own voice. You can tell which one you're listening to just by the way the voice sounds. Download YouVersion. It's in your Apple Store, it's in your Google Play, it's in your Android store. It's free. Follow me on there, James Weiss, or maybe it's James E. Weiss. You can follow me. You can see my Bible reading plan. You can see how I'm reading the Bible. Let that encourage you, because I get encouraged by watching other people, because it gives me a notification telling me who's reading. Sounds good? YouVersion. Oh, 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. Number 2, take ownership. Now hang on, this is where I turn the ship. This is where I steer the car into a drift. This is where I stick it into high gear. How many of y'all have ever been a street racer? Anybody been a street racer? Shame on y'all sinners. Listen, I used to be that street racer. I used to love, I had a 2006 Ford Mustang Roush. I had number 7 out of 10. I had it shipped from New York to my house. I was so cool. I thought I was at least. It was a 5-speed transmission. I could remember doing about 95 and double clutch and drop shifting into 3rd gear. I'm that guy, April, I'm sorry. She's an insurance adjuster, she knows all about it. I'm that guy, listen, that would drop shift from 95 and then drop into about 120 and then kick it into 4th and then drop shift again so I could pass somebody. I'm that guy, you non-double clutch and granny shifting. Listen, I love the street race. Well, I drive me a Ford Exploder that goes 0 to 60 in about 12 minutes. But you ought to see my hot rod, 600 foot-pounds, torque, 600 horsepower. There's a reason it's not finished. I put 12 miles on it now. I'm breaking it in. Listen, it's at 125 decibels with exhaust. That's like literally breaking eardrums. That's how loud it is. It sounds louder than a NASCAR. I'll drive it up here sometime soon. It's drivable now. It's cool. I'll make it into like a sermon illustration and won't take any of you for a ride. Dang. Maybe, I don't know. Listen, I take ownership of the car that I drive. You know why? Because I want it to last. Like, I know that if I drive my Ford Exploder like a hot rod, it's not gonna last. But if I drive it like a grandma, it'll last forever. I take ownership of that. In the same way that I take ownership of my cars, or that you take ownership of whatever it is that you have, take ownership of height. I'm shifting gears. You have to take ownership of this thing called height. You know why I'm having you sit so close together? Because you're a family. And if you don't like sitting next to the person next to you, what makes that person next to you want to sit by you? You thought it was your choice. Listen, if there's a gap by you, that person moved because they didn't want to sit by you. Shame on y'all. Y'all thought it was, I'm too good, I don't want to sit by you. But really, no one wants to sit by you. There's a problem if no one wants to sit by you. Listen, shh. There's a problem if no one wants to sit by you. You know why? That means there's not enough people that care to make sure that you're okay. You know what we're going to do tonight? We're going to take a challenge. We're going to take a commitment to choose to care about those that are like us. Those that are here. We're going to take ownership of hype. You know what it means to take ownership of hype? I've used this verse and I've used this illustration for about 15 years. You ready for this? This verse, 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 15. Give your complete attention to these matters. Throw yourself into your tasks so that everyone will see your progress. Didn't I just read that? I did, but it applies to this too. You know why it applies to this? Because if you take ownership of this, you're throwing yourself into the task of making this ministry your ministry. Let me explain how this works. You can go to the Oaks across the highway and they have a nicer facility. They may have better buildings, better video game systems, better whatever. It may look better, but he's over here saying, I've been there. It's so boring. Listen. You can go to the Oaks in Red Oak. I don't think you understand. I know the guy who was part of the group that started 7 ministries, and he would run thousands of students. But just because they run thousands doesn't mean everybody takes ownership. It just meant those that really cared about it took ownership. That means not all of you are going to do this. But if some of you will, you'll see change. You know how I know that? Because the group that was there that started it, when they were running thousands, did you hear that? Thousands? It started with about a group this size who said, I'm going to make this mine. You see, when I was in high school, I saw that from afar because I went to a church where they wanted me to come to that church, and I said, no, I'm good where I'm at. And I watched my friends go there, and I watched my friends change. Then when I graduated, their leader, their pastor was like, hey, you should come be one of my youth leaders. I'm like, no, I'm good over here. And I watched that leader, mentor, my friends. And I watched that leader invest in my friends, and my friends became leaders, and then my friends that became leaders literally began to invest in the students, and you know what happened? It exploded. I'm not telling you that so that we have more numbers. I'm telling you that because that is the definition of taking ownership. That is the true definition of taking ownership. Because if you can go to any church in the Metroplex, you know this is the Bible Belt. You could talk about God anywhere over here, and everybody's like, oh yeah, I know all about God. You go to Utah, and it's like, oh yeah, I know all about God. They're talking about the Mormon God. They're not talking about, is it Mormon? Yeah, they're talking about the Mormon God. They're not talking about our God. I was in a car with an architect like 3 or 4 weeks ago up in Utah, and we were talking about the church, and then he showed me his church, and I said, that's not the church I go to. It was the Latter-day Saints church. Different God, different church. Listen, not all roads lead to heaven. Only one road. And you are to take ownership of the road that you're on. This right here, I want you to understand. To take ownership of this means to take ownership of being a student minister. Everybody look at your neighbor and say, I am a student minister. You know what that makes you? That makes you equal to me. That makes you my peer. Because we're all on the same page trying to minister the gospel. You know what that means? We're fulfilling the Great Commission. Listen, winning takes everyone. How many of you have ever heard of Mac Brown? Oh, Lord. How many have ever heard of the Longhorn, University of Texas Longhorns? Right, the University of Texas, is it this way or this way? Some of y'all don't like them. Oh, well, I did their lockers, so it's this way. But when I'm up at OU, it's this way because I did their lockers too. And when I'm at TCU, it's this way. I've done all, listen, what I'm getting at is, Mac Brown is one of the greatest coaches ever in college football. Mac Brown took a losing program to a championship program. Not once, but twice in his time there. They've got Rose Bowl history, Rose Bowl records. Vince Young, anybody heard of him? Just got inducted into the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame as one of the greatest quarterbacks in college history. Had a flop of a career in the NFL, but man, did he have a great college career program. Listen, Mac Brown went to a losing program, and when he got hired, he stood up to the podium and he said this, come early, be loud, stay late, and we're orange with pride. See, because they're burnt orange. You wouldn't want to wear like maroon there. You might get beat up. You don't want to wear red there. You might get beat up. You will get beat up. Listen, listen, listen. Those are some real monumental words. You want to know why? Listen, I'm losing time here. You don't know why those are monumental words? Because they're simple, precise, and to the point. He challenged the fans and his team to come early. Come early to the games. Told his team to come early to practice, to go early to class. He challenged his team first, and then he challenged the crowd, the fans. Hang on, I'm going to challenge you, like Mac Brown, and then I want you to challenge your peers. Come early. Just come early and just sit. You know what? You know. Can I like take a hammer and chisel and pop somebody's bubble over here? Can I like offend some people real quick? Who is it? Is it okay if I offend some? Can I be real? I want to offend. Just do it, right? I'm just gonna do it like Nike. Don't burn them. I'll take them. Listen. Their stocks are up 35%. It's all good. Listen. Go ahead and burn away. Listen. Can I? I'm going to offend some people right now. You know what bugs me? Because I was this kid. I was so excited to go to church, and then I get there, and it's like, sit over here. Service starts in an hour. Mom made me come. Just going to hang out right here. See, I didn't have a phone because I'm old. I didn't have those then. They were still in a bag. You carried a 50-pound bag, and it was like, ring, ring, cello. No, I'm not listening to classical music. Are you Asian? Yellow. Listen. And I would sit there. Listen, I would sit, the joke's finally sitting in. Golly, tough cries way over their head. That's right, Luciano. $5? Okay, listen. Shh. Listen, I got friends there. I can do that, okay? Listen. My best friend's Asian. You've seen him, Donnie. His son's Justice. He rapped, okay? Listen, I can do that. I go to his house and his mom's like, oh, hello, yellow. Okay, listen. Fried rice? Yes, I love some. Listen. I'm losing you. I'm losing time. Shh. What good is me to preach if I can't have fun, okay? I give you $5, be quiet, okay? Listen. Shh. Don't make me get my chancla, okay, Holmes? Hey, my kids are Mexican. I can do that, okay? I get the extension cord on them, all right? Go get your tia, okay? Mijo. Shh. Ándale. Shh. Cállate. Okay, shh. Listen. Listen. I would go to church, and I would get there early, and I was the only one that wanted to be there. Do you know what that environment was like? Listen, I'm gonna pray for you. I think I'm gonna make a shirt that says I'm gonna pray for you, and on the back say, no, really, I'll pray for you now. Okay, listen. Y'all want me to make that shirt? Okay, I'll make that shirt. Listen. Shh. I think my batteries on this microphone are going out because he keeps cutting. But listen, that environment I'm just talking about is like what it sounds like when you walk in those doors right there from about 4 o'clock till about 6:55. Told you I'm going to hurt some feelings. You see, this is a student ministry. And if you're going to take ownership of this, that means you step up and lead. It's not my job. My job is to give you practical advice and to be a mentor. Your job is to apply that practical advice and to love your peers. Better be Jesus on that phone, Eli. Ricardo, I know you're Hispanic, but I didn't know your name was Jesus. Listen. It's a yarmulke, and you get it at the Jewish store, along with your little dreidel, okay? Listen. Or you can make it out of clay. That's a Jewish joke. Golly, I'm Jewish. I can make those jokes, okay? Y'all didn't know I was the minority of all minorities, huh? Yeah. No, he's Mexican wanting to be Jewish, okay? He's a Mexa-Jew. Listen. He's just like my kids. He's an ill Mexican Jew, okay? Listen. When you walk in those doors, it's dead. And that culture is created by you. Everybody do this. Point over there and then do this right here. You ready? Look at me. Look at me. Everybody point over there and then do this. That is because of me. That happens because you allow it to happen. Do you know what used to happen here? And I hate to talk about the heyday, but I'm going to talk about the heyday. Listen, I want to end really quick, but I can't end if I don't have your attention. The heyday, you know how many students would be in here? And it wasn't because we were trying to run big numbers. I had 5 leaders, and we would run close to 200. Do you know why that was? Because the students that were here took ownership. Let me just count it out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And you're all leaders. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 47, 48, 49, we're here. 50, 51. 51 students. Do you know what happened if 2 just left and there was 1 here? Listen. Shh. 51. If 51 of you took ownership and you each invited one that needed God the same way that you need God, how many would we have? That would be, wow. Shh. That really, 52 times 2 is 104. Good Lord. Someone needs to teach y'all math. Listen, shh, put a bubble in it. 104. And what would happen if all 104 said, I have another friend that needs God the same way? Now we're at 208. Let me explain this in another way. If 208 said, I have another friend that needs the same God that I met tonight, how many do we have now? 208 plus 100, or 208 times 2 would be 416. Shh. Do all of you know at least 4 people that need God? Listen, listen, shh, shh, shh. I can think of 5 people off the top of my head that I know need Jesus, that I've shared the gospel with. What would happen if I was able to get 5 people to come? What's 50 times 5? What's 250 times 5? 1,250. Now let me explain. Listen. Exactly. We don't. Shh. Listen. Listen. I'm just sharing simple math. I'm just explaining to you how compound interest works. I'm explaining to you that God is so desirable and so contagious that if you just took ownership, what would Grand Prairie look like? Oh, whoa, listen, listen. Can I share with you what it would look like? I guarantee you would run into students. A former student of mine, I'm not going to share his name because you may know this person. But this student of mine used to skateboard to church because his life was radically changed in one of my ministries. 7 miles. His parents would gamble on the weekends and leave him in charge of his 8-year-old brother. And his older brother, who was 2 years older than him, was in and out of juvie. His parents would go to Oklahoma and gamble on the weekends, leaving his brother with him. And he would skateboard with his brother on his back to church 7 miles every week. Sunday, Wednesday, he would skateboard. He was so passionate because God transformed his life that he was willing to put his brother on his back and skateboard. I kid you not. True story. His brother, in and out of juvie, was facing a lot of prison time because he was going to be tried as an adult for an armed robbery case that he was involved in. Let me explain how this works. He was going to be 17 and they were trying to delay his trial to charge him as an adult. The next 25 years of his life were about to be gone. Let me tell you what God does in someone's life when you take ownership, when you become passionate about something that consumes you. His brother saw his little brother, and his little brother wouldn't stop talking about what God did in his life, and saw the passion and the creativity and the connection and the willingness and the determination to go to church every Wednesday, every Sunday, despite having to carry his brother on his back as he skateboarded. His brother said, I'm in trouble, man. I need whatever you have. Can you tell me about this God you serve? His life was so radically transformed, the principal of Martin High School called my cell phone to say, whatever you're doing in these students' lives, continue. Every teacher that this student has come to me and said, there has been a transformation. And his brother is back in school. The judge put a letter together and sent it to me at the church and said, because of what you're doing in this young man's life, we're giving to him not sentencing, community service. What happens when you allow God to transform you will literally radically change not only your life, but the lives of those around you. So let's think about this thing called I'm a Christian. I go to church. Can I get on my soapbox here? I've lost jobs because I tell them first I'm a Christian. I've lost jobs because I've told them first I'm going to share the gospel with you. That's money out of my pocket. I don't think you understand. I don't get a paycheck unless I make a sale. So if I lose a sale, that's a paycheck I don't get. But I serve a God who can literally say, hey, I want to buy these lockers, no problem, here you go. I've seen it time and time again. Are you committed or are you interested. You know what happens when you get married and you're interested? You fall apart. But when you get married and you're committed, it don't matter what happens. This thing called commitment that we're going to take tonight isn't something I take lightly. I'm not here because they pay really good. My leaders don't come because I pay them anything. Occasionally I'll take them to Taco Cabana and they can order a $5 meal. You better not get a drink now. Listen. Listen. No, you can't have 2 orders of tamales. Listen. Are you interested or are you committed? Because we serve a God who will literally orchestrate your paths to cross with students who need to hear about God. Not only that, but God can open their ears to what you are going to say and give you the words to say. Eli, I know you think, oh, my friends aren't going to come here. They live in Red Oak. Really? Really? Mm-hmm. Are you faithful or faithless? No, that doesn't mean any of that. Listen, listen. I'm picking on my nephew because I can. Listen, listen. No, don't be going nowhere. Don't go nowhere. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. I promise. No, I'm serious. Are you committed or interested? Not you, everybody. Listen, I'm picking on my nephew because, you ready for this? I had a friend when I was a youth leader, a friend that was in high school that said, my cousin just moved way past to Royce City, but I really want him to go to church. Jesus said, you have not because you ask not. You ready for this? I would get in my car on Wednesdays. Not to mention my truck got 8 miles to the gallon, okay? And I would drive 100 miles a day already for work every day. And I was filling up 3 times a week. I would go on Wednesdays because this student said, Pastor James, I know you always say you have not because you ask not, so I'm going to ask, will you pick my cousin up? And I would orchestrate my day on Wednesdays to drive to Royce City to go pick up his cousin. You have not because you ask not. Be creative. Be creative. You know why you got to be creative? Do you think that God was like, well, a lot of options. I guess I got to send my son to die on the cross. Or I'm out of perfect lambs. I guess I don't know what to do. Let me brainstorm for a minute. I think I'm going to send my son to die. No, he was committed and he was creative. I need you to understand. You're either committed or you're interested. This commitment tonight is going to show that you're committed. Treat it the way you want it to be or it'll never be that way. When they walk through those doors, if you don't like the way it is, change it. You want different music? I bought an iPod, put different music on. You don't like the games? Tell me, I'll go buy it. You don't like the systems that I have out there? Tell me, I'll go buy a new one. You want new shirts? I'll make a new shirt. You want a shirt that says, I'm going to pray for you? I'm going to make a shirt. You'll have it in 2 weeks. Done. Done. Back to school bash, I'm going to announce it. The next week, you'll have it. See you at the poll. First 100 students get a free shirt that says, I'm going to pray for you. No, really, on the back. I'm going to pray for you. I'll show you the design next week. You'll have it in 2 weeks. Done. No cost. First 100 students get it while supplies last. Misfits, you want a shirt that says Misfits on it? Done. You'll get it in 2 weeks. Done. No, I'm not buying hats. I'm going to buy 2 sets of shirts. That's 200 shirts I'm going to buy. Done. So how do you take ownership of this? Ready for this? You come to service. You pray, you worship, you serve. You be a culture changer. You be an atmosphere changer. You come early and smile. You know what would happen if you were to go to that door and come early and smile and open it for someone? You may literally make that person's day because you are a peer who opened the door and smiled and said, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. And that kid may have heard, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're fat. What are you doing? God, you're so dumb all day long. You know how I know that? Because that was me. I had teachers every day tell me in some sort of way or fashion, you're an idiot. I had one teacher tell me, you're going to amount to a hill of beans. I had a teacher tell me to take my desk, turn it around, and go to the back of the classroom because I was dumb. Isn't that funny how that works? You don't know what you're going to do. You know why I'm in youth ministry? Because I was having one of those days when I walked in and a black Canadian came across the room and yelled, "Jamie!" and came running to give me a hug. Because he knew that I was invited by people that came to that church and made sure that I was having a bad day, so they wanted to make sure that he knew to make my day. He didn't have money to give me. He couldn't have changed what happened, but he sure could give me a hug and tell me he loved me. Power of words. You can build up or you can tear down. You come early, you pray, you serve, you be loud. Be a worshiper, be a tone setter. Come up here and worship. It really is that simple. Be a worshiper. Can we do that? I want you all to stand up, get in a circle. Everybody stand up, get in a circle. Leaders, I need your help. Hurry, hurry. Don't talk, just get in a circle. Listen. Shh. All right, you're going to have to make this circle through the chairs. You stand right there, Anthony. I'm going to give you the closest spot. Jake, I need your help. And Ryan, I need your help. Hold this one, and you hold this one. All right, shh. Get in a circle. I need this circle to connect, like we're going to make an oval. Here, come this way, come this way. Come this way. Let's make this circle connect. Come this way, come this way. We got to cut through here. Cut through here. Guys, cut through here. Come on. Come right here. Cut through this hall. Cut through this aisle. Come on. Turn it in. Cut through this aisle right here. Connect. Come here, Ryan, in the middle. We're making an oval. Shh. We're making an oval. All right, listen. Listen. Shh. I want to get out of here as fast as possible, but I need your commitment. I need your involvement. I need you to listen. This is for you. This isn't for me. Well, it is for me. It's for everybody. There's two colors right here. Two colors. We're going to start with yours, Jake. I want you to open this up, and I want you to begin to wrap it around each student's arm and go all the way around. Wrap it around 2 or 3 times. Leave a lot of space between so they don't get pulled over. Leaders, I want you, if you have scissors, I want you just to sit down so you're not a distraction, okay? Other than Ryan and Jake, I want all leaders that are in the middle of the circle sitting down. All of you that are on the outside, come get in the circle. Don't, just wrap it and just keep going. Wrap it around like 2 or 3 times. Leave a lot of space between each one. Listen, shh. I got 2 colors. I've never done 2 before, but I'm doing 2. You know why? No, because I can. Ha, listen, I'm doing 2 because I want you to understand there's a difference. Shh. There's a difference. There's this metallic teal blue, whatever it is. Tiffany blue. Whatever it is. It is fancy. I saw it and thought, ooh, that'll look good on my skin color. Listen. This right here is going to be wrapped around. Nobody go nowhere. Ethan, jump in here, man. Come on. You're part of this. This right here represents hype. And what we're doing is we're taking a commitment right now. Shh. We're taking a commitment. Shh. We're taking a commitment. Let me tell you what this commitment is. We're going to live as a team. All the believers met together consistently and shared everything they had. Acts chapter 2. You can read about it in chapter 2, verse 43 through 47. But basically what it's saying is the believers came together and they shared everything. If someone lacked, they made sure they weren't because they shared everything. So no one lacked in the community of God. I need you to understand something right now. You may not look like each other. You may not talk like each other. You may not dress like each other. Shoot, I'm from the same family with 5 brothers and sisters, and I am a giant. I'm a foot taller than my brother Josh, literally a foot. How can we be brothers? Let me explain something to you. We're family. Everybody say, we are family. Everybody say, we are family. Now listen. Just because we're family by voice, by what we're saying, doesn't mean that we're really family. You know why? Shh. You know why? Because if you don't act like it, you're not really family. Let me explain something to you. If we have Jesus in common, we have very little difference. If we have Jesus in common, we have very little difference. Yes, we may not look alike. Yes, we may not talk alike. Yes, we may not dress alike. Yes, we may not have been raised the same. But at the end of the day, if we have Jesus, we have the same choices, the same outcome to make. And that is glorifying God. Billy Graham said this, and then I'm going to get to the black bracelet. Billy Graham said, never doubt the power of a group of caring, committed people. They can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Let me say that again, since some people are talking. Never doubt the power of a group of caring, committed people. They can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Do you think Jesus had to tell his 12 disciples what to do? They did. But there came a point where the 12 disciples knew what to do for the most part. And the only time that they didn't know what to do was a teaching moment. Do you know that there were 70 other disciples that aren't even mentioned? Did you know that? What I need you to understand is you're the core. You're the people that make this happen. There are going to be people that come in next week who don't have this bracelet, and they're going to feel like they missed something. Your job is to make them feel like they're a part of this, even though they missed it. I'll give them the bracelet. And your job is to make them want to be a part of this. Now listen, what is this together commitment? In just a minute, we're going to have this wrapped all the way around. And then we're going to take this together commitment together. And then you're going to put your money where your mouth's at. You're going to put action into what you're doing. And these papers that are here, it says Commitment Day. And on this page right here, you're going to take, if you took this commitment, you're going to fill this page out. And it's literally going to say first name, last name, the grade you're in, the school you go to, and your phone number. You know why? Because I want to be able to create a group that is literally labeled the committed. So I can send you a text at once to everyone that is committed to hype. So that we can be committed together to see change happen. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Remember that little math equation we did? It's amazing how if everybody knows 5 people and we get 5 people to come, now we're running 1,200 people. We have no place to go. You know what would happen? We would have to go before the city and ask for another building or space to build on this parking lot over here. Instead of doing a parking lot, we'd have to build a building. Well, how are we going to pay for that, Pastor James? That's expensive. That's God's problem, not mine. You know why that's God's problem? Because God created this problem. And you know what God does? Solves problems. You see, this right here, when you see this bracelet, I'm going to tell you what you're committing to. Now, you don't have to take this commitment and follow through with it if you don't want to. You can still wear this and be a part of this. I'm going to challenge you to wear this for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I'm going to challenge you to wear this for 6 weeks. And this together commitment, when you see this blue bracelet, you're going to remember to pray for each other when you see, to have strength. So if you see someone walking in your hall that has this on, high five them. Tell them I'm praying for you. Don't just tell them you're praying for them and not be praying for them. Remember, I'm going to make a shirt that says I'm going to pray for you. Pray for them. And if someone wants to know where you got this bracelet, tell them, hey, come to Hype, I'll give you one. Then you can know that they'll be praying for you and you'll be praying for them. How many people need prayer? You know what I saw taking someone to school the other day? We had a little girl staying with us for a couple of weeks because her grandmother was having massive surgery for cancerous something that they were pulling out. It's crazy. I saw passing a church, had a guy standing there in the morning where there was hundreds of cars coming through at a sign that says, prayer drive-through. You need prayer? We'll pray really quick. You know how many people had lined up? They had 7 cars lined up for prayer. I'm going to make you a shirt that says, I'm going to pray for you. But when you wear that shirt, you got to pray for people. You know what you have on your wrist? A symbol that says, I should pray for them. The second thing about this thing right here is you're going to watch for opportunity to encourage. You know, I know that life's not easy for you because I pick you up, we talk. You know, we have a good relationship. And I know that you can call me and I'll pick you up, right? Because that's what happens, like today. And I know that your life isn't easy, and because your life isn't easy, you have things that you want to talk about. And because you have things that you want to talk about, you need someone to encourage you, right? If I ever get in a car with you, or I ever talk to you and you don't feel encouraged, hit me and say, you didn't make me feel encouraged. You know why that's important that he does that? Because my job is to encourage you. And you know what happens if I'm around you and you don't encourage me? I get to hit you and tell you didn't encourage me. Oh, why is it okay for him to hit me but me not hit him? Listen, that means nothing. Listen, now I want the black one to go around. I want the black one to go the opposite direction. Who's got the black one? Ryan? I want you to make that start over here and go the opposite direction. You get two. Look at you. Listen, shh. This black bracelet, you see, this right here is to pray for each other that are in this line. Shh. This black bracelet that we're about to put on, make sure you leave a lot of room. Leave a lot of room. Listen, shh, I'm almost done. This black bracelet is a representation of your friends. When you look down, I don't care if you take this bracelet with the blue and the black and you twist it up, braid it up. I'll give you as much yarn as you want to make a fancy bracelet. You want to make a fancy bracelet, but you better make me one, okay? Listen, when you see the blue one, you're praying for your hype family. When you see the black one, you're praying for your ones. You're praying for your 5, your 6, your 7, your 10 friends. You're praying for those that you know need God, that you need to be creative for. You're praying that God would help you with the words to say to them, so you can be the encouraging one, so that you can take ownership and you can be the one that God has called to reach your school, to reach your one. It may be a brother, a sister, it may be your great Aunt Bootsy. It may be literally your great grandmother, however that pans out. Whoever that is, that bracelet is a representation of who you're praying for. The last part of this commitment, number 1 was pray for each other to have strength. Number 2 was look for encouragement. Number 3 was, when you see the black one, is to pray for your one and to be encouraged to share the gospel with your one. And the last part about this commitment, you ready for this? Is to do your part. To come early. To come on Sunday. To be at Sunday school. To be on the Instapic. To be on the Facebook. To be on the Twitter. To be sharing the gifts and the different announcements that we're going to put on there with your friends. I'm not doing flyers anymore. I'm going to give you a text message, and then you're going to take that gift or whatever the picture is, and you're going to text that to your friends. How easy is that? You ain't got to carry nothing no more. You got to do your part. Colton, you've got to be the same here that you are at school, and what you are at school, you are here. You know why? Because people are looking at you, and if you're different there, they're not going to listen to you here. Listen, Anthony, you may be injured, but you're not injured in here, and you're not injured here. You're still a leader. But if you're not leading, you're by innocent bystander. God's calling you to lead whether you're hurt or not. Isaac, I can go down the row if you want me to. What are you doing to lead? What are you doing to take ownership? And if you don't know what you're doing, maybe you need to reconsider what you're doing and figure out a way to lead, because everybody in here is a leader. What I need you to understand, James, you're the only one from GP in here. Anybody else from GP? You're the Lone Ranger. Oh, we got another one over there. Listen, Basu, come get in here. Come here, come get in here. You're going to stand with him. Listen. GP, listen. They got a winning record. Listen, shh. Hey, listen, it's 9:06. Listen, shh. Listen, it's 9:06. Let me get your attention real quick. You're not alone anymore. You know why? Principal Bonsu's right there. Listen, James, you've got to take ownership of GP as it's your home. Whoa. Listen to this. Listen to this, peeps. You go to SGP, you're still in Grand Prairie. You're still in the same city. What are you doing to help James? James, you know what I'm going to do to help you? October 12th, I'm doing a 5th quarter. And I want you to invite your entire football team. Bonsu, 5th quarter here from 11 to 2 p.m. I've got laser tag coming. I got free pizza. Listen, James, you've got an opportunity to share the gospel with fun. Coach Bonsu's on your side. Principal Bonsu there. Listen, shh. He's on your side. He's probably brought 8 or 9 people with him throughout the last 6 months. Students just like you that he brought. Do your part. Take ownership. It's not about hype, it's about God. You are a leader despite the fact that you're the only one here. You've got everything against you. Why can't you lead by example? Listen. Shh. Listen. Shh. Moral of the story, in just a minute, we're going to cut this. Once he gets all the way around, I'm going to say a prayer, and then we're going to cut this, and you're going to tie however much string you need. You need more string, my leaders. Jake will be here with the blue. Ryan will be here with the black, and I'll have 2 leaders with scissors. We'll cut you as much yarn as you want. Okay, we'll have more than enough scissors. Leaders, you can get in your place to start cutting in just a second. Shh, listen. I need you to understand something, young people. Can you tell I'm passionate? Am I the only one that's like sweating because I'm like fired up? Anybody else fired up, or is it just me? Anybody else feel like you could take on Goliath? Listen. All right, listen. Shh, listen. Listen. As soon as we start cutting these ribbons, this bracelet, I want you to form lines. We're going to move this table over there. Boaz, I want you two to take this table and move it over there. After you're cut, not right now. Hey, I want you two to grab this table and move it over there as soon as you're cut. Listen. Shh. Listen. Listen. You don't have to take the commitment. You can wear the bracelet. But what I want you to understand is if you wear this bracelet, shh. If you wear this bracelet, know that you got people praying for you every time they look at it. And you're taking if you're wearing this bracelet, I just ask that you wear it for 6 weeks. If it has to come off and you need more, I'll give you more. But I'm asking you to wear this for 6 weeks, and wear it for 6 weeks, and remember to pray for people that you see, to encourage people that you see, to remember your 1, to remember your 2, your 5, your 10, however many people you know that need Jesus, and to take ownership. If you bring visitors from this point on, after the next 3 weeks, in 3 weeks, from that point on, when you bring visitors, I'll give your friend, whoever comes, whatever t-shirt I have left. I'll give them 1 shirt whenever you bring a visitor, I'll give them a shirt. I'll make more shirts if I have to. I want your friends to feel welcome. I want your friends to feel a part. I want you to wear your hype gear with pride. You should wear a hype shirt on Wednesday if you're allowed to. Let your friends know where you go. Let your friends know where you grow. Let your friends know where you're planted so you can show them how you grow. Listen. We all the way around? The commitment isn't wearing this. If you wear this but you don't sign this page, you haven't really committed. Just like the government. You may not like whoever's running for president, but if you don't vote, your vote don't matter. So if you want to say that you're a part of this commitment, you want to say you're a part of the core, you want to say you're a part of it, this is yours, this is who you are, this is a representation of what God's doing in your life, take the commitment. Can you do that? Don't leave till you sign it. Make sure you make sure that you write legible so I can read it. So I know who's in this core. So I know who's signing up to be a student minister. So I know who's signing up to be a student leader. So I know who's going to be a generational changer. Just because you're called doesn't mean you're entitled. You got to work for it. This commitment says you're willing. Let's pray. Lord, we love you and we praise you. God, I ask that you would go before us for the next 6 weeks as we take this commitment to be a change agent. Lord, let this be a catalyst. Let this be something that literally brings change to the city of Grand Prairie and the surrounding cities. God, as we look at our blue bracelet and we remember those around us that took this commitment, help us to encourage them. Help us to begin to pray for them when we see this. It doesn't have to be a long prayer, but encourage us to just say a prayer of any size. Lord, Encourage us when we see the black bracelet to remember our peers, to remember our friends, that we can be a change agent in their life. Lord, that we can be the difference maker in this city. God, I ask that you would go before us, that this is not a me thing, but a you thing. This is not an us thing, but a God thing. Lord, help us to go through life and not get through life. Help us to be firmly rooted. We ask this in your name. Everybody says, amen. Leaders, start cutting. Once your bracelet is cut, if you need more, we'll give you more. Colton, y'all move this table. Sign this petition. Sign this commitment. Once you're done, move those tables. Start signing up. Hey, you can sign right there as soon as he cuts you. They cut his. Sign up. If you're taking this commitment, sign up. Take the commitment. If you're taking this commitment, sign up. Let's go. Remember, you got to go to @HypeStudents on Instagram, on Facebook, on Tumblr, on, what's the other ones? Snapchat, @HypeStudents. If you're on Twitter, it's @HypeStudentsGP. Go there to get your graphics to text to your friends. Pastor Sam is going to put a graphic up so you can see all the places to find us. Come early, be loud, stay late, and wear your hype gear with pride. Take the commitment. There's tables to my left, to my right, your left. There's tables to my left and your right as well, to your right, my left. Take the commitment. I would ask the parents. They're okay with it. That's kind of their choice. Sign the commitment. If you haven't signed it, sign it. Pastor Sam, you need to get with Audrey Canton and Annalise about coming up to paint the car this week. Audrey and Annalise, you need to get with Pastor Sam really quick to figure out when you're going to paint.
Hey, look at the banner.
Oh, look at the banner. There we go. Put that on Instapic. Put it on all them right there. And then hey, we're going to be going to some junior high football games. Passing out Gatorade. Yeah. Pastor Sam's going to reach out to you. Pastor Sam, Annalise has to leave. Get with her really quick. All right, listen. Take the commitment. Sign it. Let's go. I think I like this ball gun the best. It's out. No, it's not. Sure. You want this? All right. If you haven't signed the commitment, sign the commitment. This one's my favorite. Yes. You want it? Well, you come early next week and you can shoot it. Come next week, you can shoot the paintball guns. It's just there. I don't want to ruin my clothes. What's up? Huh?